Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I'm working on this Audi A6. This is the C8 version if I remember correctly. So it's basically the newest version. Now the install that I'm doing today, it's very much like some of the other cars that I've worked on with the Symphony kits, and it should be a pretty good, straightforward but nice clean looking install. It is a very cold winter's day, as you can kind of see from just how dirty this car is. It's not the best outside, it's freezing cold, so I've got so many layers on, and it's going to be interesting, let's just say, to work in the garage. That is something that I'm going to hopefully look at changing in the near future. Next year, big plans on insulating this garage, getting it a lot better, so even in winter months and summer months and everything like that, I just want it to be really organized, clean, and yeah. But I digress. This car, Audi A6 C8 Symphony Light setup install. We're going to be looking at following these strip lines across here, and again going all the way across on the dash. Same with the rear doors as well, and 2 strips along the center consoles, plus along with that the footwell lights. It's going to be pretty nice of an install. There are different versions of the way you can work on these cars. So with this generation, there is a version where you can actually have it all coded into the car. That will only allow you to set up with solid colors, whereas it won't allow you to have the whole symphony style. But if that is something that you want to look into, where it is working straight off the MMI for the actual car, then let me know. I can always look into setting something up in that regards. But yeah, this version, this is going to be, you know, the Symphony style setup. We're not doing the door handles and door storage. It's just the straight lines across all of the car. It should look super clean. It really add a nice touch to this car because it has no ambient lighting, believe it or not. You know, this car, you would think it might have some, but nope, didn't come with any. So I'm gonna start stripping the car apart bit by bit, and then I'll fill you all in on how that all goes, what kind of things I think are important to look into, and we'll take it from there. Links for all of the items and tools and stuff like that will be left in the description down below. But for now everyone, let's start stripping this car apart, and I'll show you. I'm gonna first strip apart the center console and we'll go from there. Getting straight stuck into removing everything over here. I feel like the main things that we're going to need to remove, well, there's a screw just over underneath these little plastic grommets. I can't see any other screws underneath the other one, though it looks like there's a metal clip loose in there. But yeah, so removing these little protecting covers. There's that T20 that I'm just going to look at removing from there. And I feel like the rest of it is probably going to be one that just pops off. So to remove the gear shifter, you got to take off the trim piece just like this. You can see there's just basically the metal clips holding it on and stuff. So we've got a Torx bit here. That's for the T20. Just remove that guy just there, and then that's now basically come off. Just gotta remove the trim piece from around it, I think. There we go, that all basically pulls off afterwards. Much better than the older generation ones because yeah, they weren't fun. So remove that screw from inside of there. Now I just got to remove these side trim pieces, which I think I held in by clips. There's a few screws on each side, and then we should be able to take off the center console. So as you guys can see, this trim piece is held in with just clips all the way across. So you can look at removing all of this section, and now we've got a few screws. We've got 2 just up there and 1 down here. I don't think we'll be able to need to remove this one, but I might just do it just in case. I can also see another 10 mil there. I'm probably going to look at removing that as well. Again, might not need to, but I'd rather just get them removed just in case. So after you've removed that panel, I did take off the 4 holding on the back trim piece, but you don't really need to. There was an 8mm just around here that I had to remove, and on this car it doesn't seem like there was any other screws that needed to be removed. You do have to just take out these connectors and just unclip them, but once you've done that, the whole thing will basically just pop out. You've got a couple of clipping points that basically just one there. I think one on this side underneath back here. But yeah, pulling it hard enough. Now just gotta unconnect everything from behind it, and then that whole centerpiece is out. Happy days. When taking off the centerpiece, you do have two connectors still connected, this one and this one here. I recommend taking off this green one, which is just on the side. You can just squeeze it in and pull it out. That'll give you better access to the one that goes above the screen here. You can just unclip it and slowly just wiggle it out, and that will come out. And yeah, put that somewhere safe. There really was a spare clip underneath here. Spare clip. So here's what I've done, everyone. I've removed the trim pieces here and ran the bead all the way across. The wiring is going to come over and basically be sat over on this side. The reason I'm doing that is because it allows the light to go right to that corner over in the end there, and along with that, it just means that I can have one box controlling this and this one, and then the two center console ones will be controlled by the same box as well. So basically it means I get to have one less box being used, one less wiring to be routed, because it's all over from this end. So that's good news. So I'm just gonna button this all up now, get this ready for that one as well, and yeah, then we're all good to go. So the red here is the live and the brown here is the earth, and I'm going to be putting two strips across the sides. They slot in nicely on each side. Right, so now it's time to actually look at taking apart the doors. Now I know there's a couple of screws on the side, so let's just get the light on. Right, so I think we need to remove this silver trim panel first, and then if I have a look, yeah, I think there's another screw behind the speaker point. So just pop this off. Voila. And just underneath here as well, we should have another set of screws. So yeah, let's just pop this open. It's really awkward to do with just one hand. And using the trim removal tool just helps me out a little bit to pop this open. Yeah, just be careful with regards to doing this. I did end up actually cutting my hand here, so that's why I got gloves on and a plaster, because that panel is really sharp and it cuts you. But you guys can see just how to remove this. It just pops open and out. You got the clipping points behind it, and we've got a screw here, a screw in the speaker point, and another screw underneath the actual armrest parts. So 1, 2, 3, and once you remove those, you can just undo all of the clips and you'll be able to actually remove it all using the trim removal tool. You just pop the door card off, and then this part here, we've just got to, I feel like the easiest way is just pop all of them loose and then lift upwards. That will make it super easy to actually take apart the door card. And you'll see on the back here, there's the actual part. It's like a big solid plastic part that is on the back of the door. And on the module here, we'll be able to find the live and earth. Same with the rear doors. Just take the actual trim removal tool and get it underneath the silver trim pieces. These are really awkward, super hard to do, especially with just one hand whilst the other one's holding the camera. But it can be done. Just slide it in at one point and then just bit by bit, just loosen up all the clips behind it, and then you'll be able to pop off the entire door card again. So with this panel, you can see how the clips are at the back of it. It literally does just pop forward. This one also has that corner part. We have to pop it up and then bring it out so you don't break that part on the right hand corner. We've got 1 screw here, 2, 3, and so we've got those 3 screws, and then you've got the whole door card off. Again, with that module, we'll be able to connect live and earths. So here's how I actually fed in all the wiring. So I've got the strip going across. This one module is just going to be fitting in underneath here, and the live and earth for that is going to be T-connected up with the actual module wiring on the side. There it is. So the red is the live and the brown is the earth. These two are the thicker, extra thick ones that you'd need to basically connect to. And with the T connectors, you can literally just pop them in, and then the strip goes all the way across. It looks super clean and nice once you actually see it, and you can just slide in the strip behind that gap. And once the door card's on, that is basically how it all looks, all connected up, super nice and clean. Got the footwells done as well. Just had to maneuver the wiring around it all. But right, let's look at some beauty shots. And just like with the Symphony kits and the normal bead kits, you can make them solid colors as well. And you can see how I've lined it up on that corner piece. It's literally next to each other and it looks so good in person. It just looks like it just flows so perfectly. And same with the other side. It looks better than OEM in many ways, I would say. It's just so seamless. So everyone, I actually didn't get to do an intro, well, an outro on the actual day, but I'm just filling in for that now. I hope you all did enjoy the video and found it helpful, informative, or all of those things that I always hope that you guys do enjoy from the content. If it's something that you would like to get done to your Audi A6 or any other car really, feel free to get in touch. And I apologize to everyone if I do have any late replies. Obviously I'm super busy trying to keep on top of all the messages and everything like that, but I will get back to you all. But yeah, if it is something that you want to tackle yourself, I'll leave a link for everything used in the description down below. The other thing I'll do as well is I'll leave a link for the other style of kits. Like I said, the LED bead kit will just be the normal colors. You can just change the colors on the app, but with the Symphony one, you get to do all the other extra features and stuff with the colors and all the multicolor patterns. But yeah, right, let's leave it there. I hope you all did enjoy the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you want to support the channel and see more content from me. But for now, everyone, I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Peace out. Bye.